You're listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out Monday through Friday on the Grindtime Media Network.
Grindtime, top of the morning. DB, what's good?
Top of the morning, man. Late nights, early mornings, man. Late nights, early mornings.
Late nights, early mornings. That's right, Grindtime. Back at it on this Thursday, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Good night of hoops last night, DB.
Yeah, how about them Lakers?
How about your Lakers, man? What they record is in the last 10 games, 11 games? They pretty good.
Yeah, they what's that? 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. I think they 10 of 11 as well. I know they
10,
5-1 in their last 6 games. That 6-game road trip. But we know what that one is, though, right?
Yeah.
Because we bore witness to it like they bore witness in church, didn't we, brother?
Yeah. We let them have that, you know.
Yeah, gotta let my Pacers have that one, boy. Gave it to your mans.
We really know what's going on.
Yeah, man, but if I can keep it real, he ain't beating up on nothing but chumps. The Wizards, the Nets, the Grizzlies. They got the Bucks. I get them that, but the Bucks chumps, they losing to the Wizards.
Milwaukee, everybody lose to somebody.
Everybody loses somebody, man. Something going on, man. But good night of hoops in the NBA last night. Primetime TV, man. We had the Thunder and the Celtics yesterday. That was a pretty good game. Celtics blew them out. I don't know what's up with the OKC Thunder lately, DB. They taking some L's, man, to quite a few teams. I mean, they getting their wins. Still got a 50-win record. But to the powerhouse teams, they taking L's, man. What's up with the Thunder?
I mean, it was expected, and then the energy was just different. Obviously, you know, they came in feeling like they can Debo, you know, the Celtics. I mean, the Thunder, like they did. They just saying like they was too small. Bosses came out real aggressive, and other game, it's like big brother playing against a little brother.
Right.
You know, it was a good game. I seen Chet, he just seemed too little down there.
Too little to the Celtics?
Yeah,
Chet?
Man. I watched that game, man, and it was weak, man. It was weak. Okay. See, I didn't care for their gameplay. They didn't have it. They just didn't have it, man. And it seemed like they didn't know what they was doing out there. It was. I knew they was gonna lose when going through the third quarter, and I was.
You think it mattered to them right now? You think they care? You think they just feel like they locked in their playoff position? They at the top of the Western Conference. These games don't really matter to them.
Nah, I don't think that. I just think that they didn't have it. I think that they couldn't figure it out. I think that Boston came out, wanted to make sure that they established some dominance, and that's what they did. They came in, they established what they needed to establish, and they got the job done.
Yeah, they did.
Porzingis went off. Porzingis was too much himself.
Yeah, man. Porzingis ball, man. He led them in scoring and in rebounds, man. 27 points for Porzingis. Hey, man, I told you, if he could come in, if he get him 20 a game and JB and Jason Tatum show up, finals, they in the finals. Nobody in the East beating them, to me.
Nobody in the East did. Yeah, you know, like you say, Jaylen Brown showed up. Jason Tatum showed up. You know, Holiday put in his little work. White really ain't do much, but he was 50% from the 3-point line. He was 2 for 4. You know,
well, that's doing something.
You had some help from the bench. You know, Al Horford. I'm surprised. I really didn't care for his gameplay last night, but he actually dropped 16. So I guess it was a team effort, and they knew it. And they got
good team effort. Cause the big three, Tatum, 24, 23 for Brown. Yeah, Al Horford, 16, 11 from Pritchard, 10 from Hauser. Just good even scoring. 12 from Drew Holiday. Sure, he played great defense, 7 rebounds. Thunder, what you get? 17 from Giddey. Dort 15, Holmgren 11. He really be having some off games. Shea obviously didn't play again, but they shouldn't get blew out like that by the Celtics. I mean, we've been talking about how dominant the West is. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the Celtics can take this as a pretty good measuring stick that they're able to blow out the OKC Thunder even without Shea, because they're a good team all around. They still had Williams out there. They still had Chet out there. They had pretty much the rest of their squad. Giddey had a decent game, and they blew them out.
I mean, OKC a young team, man, and obviously it's not too hard to come in and assert their dominance and be aggressive with them and kind of run them over. That's kind of what it did. They ran them over, took the spirits out. Wasn't no fight, so it wasn't no dog. It wasn't no dog for the fight. That's just what it boiled down to with them. You know what I mean? They knew what they had to do. They seen the weakness, and they went for it. You know, I wake up. I would not say that. Well, kudos. Let's say kudos to Boston for understanding the opposition.
And taking advantage of no Shea.
Yeah, taking advantage of what was going on.
Okay.
But as a tactic. But for us, me being all the way impressed with that, I'm not.
Okay, I got you.
Supposed to win.
Yeah, for sure, especially without Shea. Well, Boston did what they supposed to do. 60 wins. Best team in the NBA, if you ask me, man. They got 60 wins. They clinched the best record in the league right now, going into the playoffs. Yeah, man, I see good things happening for the Celtics in the playoffs.
I don't. Go back and run across. They need to run across LA again. Go run across them Lakers again. Go play Denver again.
They can only see the Lakers in the finals. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Go holler at the Lakers. You know, go holler at Denver or somebody. Then we can talk. We can talk that type of noise. But until then, I disagree.
I get you.
You know, numbers is numbers. But you know, hey. Them just numbers, man. We need to see them take it all.
I feel you. Well, another upset last night for our Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee. They took on the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson and Gigi Jackson. No relation. Both just last name Jackson, JJ and Gigi. And they both balled against Giannis and the Bucks. They were without Dame again last night. But man, come on. Giannis got to do better, man. I don't know why Giannis can't lead this team all of a sudden. He won the championship. He's been a franchise player for years. Now all of a sudden he can't lead them to victory without Dame by his side. What's up with your boy Giannis, DB?
You need Dame. And like I keep saying it, time after time again, you will not win that game playing the way you playing. Running up and down the court, man, going to dunk the ball when you got 3-point shooters wide open at the 3-point line, waiting for the ball, and you taking the 2 instead of giving them the 3, you will not win the game that way. And that's what happened. I watched it the whole game. You had Beasley in the corner, other shooters in the corner, you know, and it seemed like he's playing with anger and aggression, and it's all and he's in his own head. Instead of being cool and evaluating the game and understanding that, hey, I need to make plays to get the extra point.
I mean, he had a great game last night, though.
No, he didn't have a great game. 21
35 points. Giannis had 21 points?
Giannis had 21 points.
I thought he had 35 points. Am I looking at the wrong game?
You're looking at Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson had 35 points.
Oh, I'm looking at the game before last night. Okay, I'm on the other game.
Yeah. He had
the night before he had 35, and he lost in that game too. Yeah, he didn't. Brook Lopez led the team in scoring with 25 points last night. Yeah, that can't happen. Giannis gonna have to Yeah, he gonna have to always lead the team in scoring. But I don't know, maybe because he lost the night before with 35 points, he felt like maybe he needed to be more of a distributor, try to get other people some shots. But as you can see, still no luck, man. Still no W.
Still no W. And then another thing I want to address, hey, we can't have Portis over there celebrating, doing dances in front of the crowd. When he make a three from the 3-point line, as if they gonna go ahead, like he know for sure that they gonna win the game. That was embarrassing. We can't have that, and that's what he did yesterday. He with them big eyes looked at the crowd and got to doing his dance. We can't have that, man, because the way you was moving, you would thought we was gonna win the game, and that just ain't. You didn't win the game.
Right.
19
laid another egg, man.
Yeah, another egg. You shot a 3 from 5 from the 3-point line. Yeah, that's nice. You had 19 points. You was 50% from the field goal. But once again, man, you gotta make sure you secure the bag, man, before you get to doing all that clown stuff, man.
Right.
And then Crowder, Jay Crowder, he had 6 points. He shot 1 for 5 from the 3-point line. He was trash. Giannis.
They just got dominated on them boards, man. G.G. Jackson got 12. Goodwin off the bench last night got 12. The Bucks only had one double-digit rebounder. That was Brook Lopez. Yeah, that was the problem. I mean, because they had fairly decent scoring, even including, Giannis is 21, 25, Lopez, 10 and 19 from Bobby Portis. They just gave too much up to the Grizzlies, probably in second chance points because the Grizzlies seem to have gotten so many rebounds.
Well, yeah, and it was a lot of transitioning also, and obviously, they had 10 more rebounds than Jaren Jackson Jr. He came out with a force already, trying to back Giannis down and do his thing under the hoop, and he was shooting 3 crazy fadeaways from the side, showing his ball handles off. Everybody, man, like I said, they came out to do what they did, and like I said, as long as Giannis allowed these players to be all in his head like this, and he's mad, he's playing with anger. This is the thing. I'm watching him as he's playing. I'm looking at his facial expression, his body language.
What you think he's angry about?
He's angry that he can't have control of the game. It's not
that they
going
losing.
That they losing, and it's not going the way he wanted to go, and so it's the only way he's releasing his anger is to run out of court and dunk the ball.
Do you think he hears the criticism?
And playing fundamental ball. I'm pretty sure he does. They all do, somehow, some way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you can't be shooting threes from the 3-point line if you ain't making them. You 0 from 4 from the 3-point line. We can't have that from you.
Yeah, they interviewed him after the game. They was asking him questions about what's going on with the team lately.
I think they outscored you 76 to 36 points in the paint. Just what you see again from them being able to get to the rim and you guys maybe not being able to do the same thing.
We tried to do a better job just guarding the 3. They had guys that could shoot the ball, but I think they took advantage of playing 1-on-1. They made some tough shots in the paint, but there was so much space in the paint for Jaren Jackson Jr. They had some offensive rebounds also, but they just had
offensive rebounds.
So much space. And at the end of the day, we got to follow the game plan. The game plan is to not allow them to shoot a lot of threes, get going from 3-point line, which they did, and they had 8. But they definitely had scorers in the paint.
Yeah, man. Giannis' them problem was defense when they fired their coach, and still, like what he said, they struggling, holding teams down from the 3-point line right now. He said that was the primary focus coming into the game, and they still failed at it. They gave up 8 early in the game.
I saw it. I knew it. And you asked me what it is. Eddie, he just said, I pretty much just ran it down outside of him feeling some type of way. Obviously, with him saying that, it's letting you know they're supporting what I'm saying, that it's backing me up, that, I'm upset on what's going on. I'm not liking it.
Right.
So instead of me playing fundamental basketball, I'm playing me ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm doing what I want to do on the court, and it's just not winning us the game. You know what I mean? Even they're not shooting a 3 ball good enough.
They're not.
Either.
They need Dame back, man. And I don't know, man. Dame is winning with that team like he won in Portland, though. He not going to go far in the playoffs because he didn't go far in the playoffs with Portland when he was winning like that. He needs to figure out how to win with Giannis. They just need to be on the court together, you know. Hopefully Dame will be back soon. But the Bucks lose their game 101-111 to the Grizzlies last night. Last night we had DB's Lakers. The Lakers and the Wizards played last night. I got the wrong name up there. I got Bucks up there, but it should be Lakers. Lakers and the Wizards played last night. The Lakers win that game 125-120 over the Wizards. Do I have the score right? I think I got the score right.
125-120 the score is.
Yeah,
right.
125-120 over the Wizards. Anthony Davis had 35 points and 18 rebounds in that game as the Lakers defeat the Wizards. I put 2 Z's in Wizards too. I screwed that one all the way up. But yeah, so the Wizards fall to 15-62. The Lakers improve to 44-33. How your Lakers look last night, DB?
Man, they looked good all the way to the end. When the starters set out, the bench almost cost us the game. They had to put the starters back in to secure the game. All the way up to the end. Other than that, they looked good. They were, of course, towards the end, you know, had to lead. So they was trying to get their win back under them. They was a little tired, a little winded, but they managed still to, like I said, to get the job done. After sitting down with the starters, having to bring the starters back in because
I saw that because the bench gave up. Yeah, actually, LeBron spoke about that after the game about the starters and having to come back in.
This is the kind of keep the main thing type of thing, right?
Absolutely. Last game on a 11-day road trip, 10-day road trip, whatever. Come off a back-to-back, getting in late last night. You do whatever you need to do to take it down to win the game. So, I mean, it took all 48 minutes, and it's a good trip for us. Hell of a trip for us.
A minor thing here, but you guys having to go back in, the young guys kind of squandering things late. Do you use that as a teaching moment as a leader?
Absolutely. It's just that's how you learn. Best teacher in life is is experience, and I guarantee they'd be better next time if they put in that situation.
Yeah. See? Yeah, LeBron spoke on that after the game, going back in. He's like, hey, it happens, man. They're young. He said he's pretty sure they'll try to hold the game down a little bit better next time they're in that situation. I believe him.
Yeah, and I know Dorian Ham gonna turn him a new one anyway. So as he should, but he did a good job by putting letting not the work go in vain.
Right. Not losing that game. Put his starters back in.
Yeah, because AD gave 35 and 18, and 3 blocks, 2 steals. Balling, man. Took advantage of the court as he should have and did what he had to do. LeBron came to perform. Hachimura, the field, the starting 5 guys. It's a pretty good. They have a pretty good percentage from field goals, and even from the 3-point line. Almost 3. He shot 2 from 6. That he
ain't too bad.
Too bad. A little bit under 50%.
Right.
Same thing with Russell. He's 4 for 10. The goat. He only shot 1 3 last night. He didn't make it, but
he ain't make it, huh? No 100%. So he was 0% finally. Fella, tell Brian he falling off, man.
Nah, it's just he ain't really put forth the efforts, but he still gave you 25, 9, and 7. Easy money at 40. You know what I mean? So they did their thing. They did what they supposed to have did. They came out and executed and performed greatly. No matter who it was again, because obviously we can't take these.
Don't matter. It's the Wizards, right?
Yeah, we can't take the games. We can't take the teams for granted. And it just goes to show you when you do that what happens with the Pacers. Prime example. You talking about the Pacers, this, that, and the other. But guess what? The Pacers lost to Brooklyn Nets, but we blew out. But we beat the Brooklyn Nets. Okay. So what's going on, Baldhead? That's your team.
I mean, everybody had a night. The Pacers don't got LeBron James on the team. I mean, that ain't my team like that. They just one of my teams. But yeah, they did lose to the Brooklyn Nets last night. I saw that, and we don't have that on our schedule to talk about today because it was a pointless game. Yeah, the Pacers fell to the Nets last night.
It was pointless?
It's a pointless game. The Nets ain't going nowhere. The Pacers kind of locked into their position going into the playoffs. They probably just trying to go in there healthy right now. They pulling up to Brooklyn. Brooklyn ain't no threat. It's just easy to check out of those games. Like, I don't blame LeBron for losing. If LeBron would have lost to the Nets or the Raptors, I don't blame him for losing, because sometimes you just kind of mentally check out of the games of the competition that ain't really nobody's competition. But you're not supposed to lose to the Pacers on a Friday night. DB. What do you resent about it?
I resent that.
What you resent about it?
Because the same way you saying that the Pacers feel about Brooklyn, why the Lakers can't feel like that about the Pacers?
Because the Pacers is a playoff team, and the Pacers had just as good, if not an equal record than LeBron and them at the time that they played them.
It happens.
It does.
It happens. We didn't lose against the Brooklyn Nets, so we're not going down.
No, you won.
We not.
You should have won against the Brooklyn Nets. You should have won against the Pacers.
They should have won too. So we not going to even downplay that.
I agree. We ain't going to downplay it. They lost. Hey, Indiana lost to the Nets last night. That's for sure. We don't got them up there. But the Lakers did beat the Wizards last night, 125-120. LeBron and them had to go back in the game late because the B team was about to lose it. And we also had the Suns and the Cleveland Cavaliers square off last night. Cavs lose that game 101-122 for the Suns. KD and Book combined for 72 points last night, DB. They looking like they playoff ready. What you think? Play-in ready, and not only that, but they're not in the play-in no more. They moved from the number 7 seed to the number 6 seed last night with that win. They're in the playoffs.
Man, I see this the type of game that they should be playing right here. You should be this efficient from the floor, from
I
the
agree.
3-point line, from in the paint. Wherever you're going to be at and wherever you're going to do that, you should be very efficient, and you should be doing this every night.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And not only that,
that's what KD and Book should be doing every night. It should be 70. It should be 70 points on that board. If it's 40 KD, 30 Book, it should be 70 points from them two guys. And the Suns will win every night, and they'll win by a big margin, just like that.
Yeah, but let's talk about Boy also. Boy gave you.
Boy was balling.
He gave you 15 points. He shot He made 3 of his 4 threes from the 3-point line.
That's Kevin Durant. That's Kevin Durant teaching up there, because he wasn't playing like that when he was with Orlando and when he was with that team before he got with KD. I can tell that some of Kevin Durant is rubbing off on him. Trust me, he ain't nowhere near KD, but he's starting to kind of have some of KD's game in his.
Well, and that's a good thing, because they need to understand what they got on their team. You just can't have these players sitting out and not doing nothing on their team. They need to understand the players they got and the talents on their team. And big boy, he just as big as Wemby. He's big. He's about the same height as Wemby.
Nah, he ain't the same height as Wemby.
Man, they about the same height.
Nah,
they about the same height. I'm telling you.
Nah, they not the same height, man. Wemby like 7'4", 7'5", or something like that.
No, him and boy is the same height.
I don't know about that, DB. Boy don't look that tall. He look like he about as tall as Kevin Durant, maybe a little taller. Only
reason why boy wasn't getting the recognition he was getting, because boy wasn't performing like that.
Yeah, he wasn't.
But we've been had a Wemby in the we had the Wemby height already in the league. And even if Wemby do got him, he probably got him by a smidget. Right. It ain't that much. It ain't that much, but I guarantee you.
He tall. Bobo big for sure.
You know what I mean? So
he up there.
Yeah, they should. I think they. I mean, good job to them. Another thing, they should have won. They should have. They should have won. You know, Devin Booker, you a good player. KD, you a good player. I mean, y'all should have gave us
Bradley Beal.
But Bradley Beal, he didn't really. He had 7 points tonight. He didn't do nothing. You know what I mean?
He didn't have to. If the big two can score like that every night, he can just be a role player. He could be a Grayson Allen. He really can.
But we ain't getting it every night. We ain't getting it every night from them. And you know, your boy Mitchell, you know, he had 24. I mean, you know, he paid 38 points. But they whole starting 5 played big numbers, big minutes. So I mean, it wasn't nothing they could really do, man. Obviously, the defense was trash and they couldn't be stopped. So at some point in time,
had an efficient game though. He had 7 assists and 6 rebounds. So it was a pretty good game. Yeah, but that Bol off the bench, that's big for the Suns. If the Suns could get 10 to 15 points from a player like him off the bench, that's pretty good.
It is. That's real good. I think that's what helped them. That's what helped them push it over the top, was that he gave out what he gave out, in my opinion. Well, it ain't even an opinion. That's a fact.
Right. Well, Cavs fall to the Suns last night, 101-122. We also had the Orlando Magic and the New Orleans Pelicans square off last night. Banchero scores 32 points in New Orleans to lead the Magic past the Pelicans. 117-108. Magic improved to 45-21, man. 45-31. And yeah, New Orleans has the same record at 45-31, man. I really like the Magic. They're a sneaky good team. This kid right here, man, he gonna be a star in the league. Me and you probably gonna be talking a lot more about him next year. I'm talking about Banchero, and we gonna learn how to pronounce his name right.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. He played pretty good. He played a great game. For one, I'm gonna say that because he had 32 points, and not only that, you came out with a W.
He was an all-star this year too.
So and he was an all-star. So he played a real good game, man. With some help from his teammates, his fellow teammate Wagner. Like I said, good percentage from the field goals, good 50% percentage from 3-point line, 24 points, and once again with the W, you know when you got the W on your back with that, you can't leave that out. That's what matters.
Especially to maintain a good record, because that's an excellent record to me in the East right now. That 45-31. That's one of the. I think they probably the 4th seed or something like that. So yeah, man, I really like the Orlando Magic. Sneaky good team that could hurt somebody, because don't nobody talk about them a lot. So I think a lot of teams going into the playoffs, if they ran into them, they could end up unprepared for them, not really knowing, how to guard them or how to defend them really, because they ain't primetime TV. You don't see about them all the time. You don't hear about them all the time either. But they sneaky good team because they always getting W's against decent squads like the Pelicans.
Yeah, against the Pelicans. Yeah, I don't know what the Pelicans did, but obviously, what they pushed out wasn't enough. And we know who, like I said, he's Zion, 15 points, man. He's not what you think he should be, man.
Well, he been having a good season. Let's keep it 1,000. He just didn't have a good night last night. CJ had 36 points and 10 rebounds, though. He balled.
And you can't, once again, and with Zion, man, you can't keep coming out with these no rebounds or 2 rebounds and everything. You got to help out on board. You got to help out on board. That's what's costing you the games, man. That's whatever. It's very important that you help go down there and crash them boards, man. You shouldn't be at the 3-point line, spreading the floor.
I talk about rebounds a lot on this show, man, because I know how important they are, man. Yeah, cats don't even be putting forth no effort to rebound. You see big men, when I be seeing cats with 27 points and they don't be having and they a big man and they don't be having 8 rebounds, I'm like, man, where you get your points from? A good 10 of them, 15 of them probably was out by the 3-point line, which keep you out of position to get them offensive rebounds and them defensive rebounds. Because, the percentage is low enough that you ain't making all them threes.
Yeah, I agree, man. But he shouldn't be sitting at the 3-point line if you're not shooting no threes either.
Yeah.
You have no business. I understand you got to spread the flow, but what you spreading the flow for if you're not efficient?
Right.
You ain't doing nothing from it. So
if you ain't finna pull it, nigga, get in the paint.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think he should be down there with the big helping them out, man, because obviously the big is not doing nothing. He 11 points and 6 rebounds. That's not gonna win you no games.
Valanciunas hella inconsistent, man. He was inconsistent in Toronto. That's why they got rid of him. But the Magic, I don't think they need to get rid of him. He a decent, serviceable big man. He don't play a lot of minutes most nights. He hardly ever play over 30 minutes because he big and he tire fast. But the Magic win that game 117-108 over the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, also last night we had the Raptors and the T-Wolves square off. Raptors lose that game big, man. 85 points to 133 by the Wolves, man. The T-Wolves, man, that's a scary squad, bro. Because they can straight up they can flat out ball, man. When they want to put it together, man, they put that ball in the hole, man. Pause. Real talk.
Yeah, they did. In my opinion, this is a game I wouldn't have brought up, honestly. Because, I mean, it's the Raptors. Look at the score.
It's Anthony Edwards, though.
I would have said something about them, like, Timberwolves won the game, but with amazing big numbers. But, it's the Raptors. They ain't do it against the Nuggets.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean? So it was.
Yeah, but look at the Lakers playing the Wizards last night and almost giving the game up. No, man, you got to give people props. Listen, like you got to give the Lakers props for the coach going ahead and putting LeBron them back in and winning that game and not letting that slip away. You also got to give people props who know they supposed to step on somebody's neck and they go in the building and they step on their neck.
Well, I ain't saying that they would not give them props and acknowledge them. I mean, it's okay for us to acknowledge them and let it be known. You know what I'm saying? That they won by tremendous numbers.
Tremendous.
But not only that, even with the Lakers, I think it was so much more to talk about because they had a lead, they had the game, and the league, and the game was almost blown. It was almost giving up, but he had to put the goal in and AD to come and save the day.
Yeah, man, that's how you know they're not gonna win no championships. Cause how can how can you sustain that, man? Listen, I got much more respect for the coach that go in there and make his guys literally beat the other team into submission, get such a separation from them that they ain't even trying to come back. See, that's what you're supposed to do. Clearly, LeBron and them didn't do that before Darvin Ham sat them on the bench. That's why they had to get up off the bench and get back in the game.
I mean, no, they did do a good enough job, and I think they will go to the finals and they will win it.
They're not better than the Wolves for sure.
They're
not even better than the Wolves without Cat. The Lakers aren't.
Well, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. That's your opinion, even though the numbers say this, but until we see them play. And see what happens.
If the Timberwolves and the Lakers took court in the playoffs, DB, who the best player? Who's Lakers. The best player on the court?
Brian.
It's Anthony Edwards, man.
It's Brian.
It's not. It's Anthony Edwards. Brian is the GOAT, but he's 40. Anthony
Edwards
is
that's blasphemy coming out your mouth.
Nah, I see, because you ain't supposed to. You know what? What you starting? Bron is my go-to, but what you starting to do with Bron is what the Michael Jordan fans have done. See, that's why they so blinded. See, I ain't blinded by his greatness. He was great in his day, but it's somebody else's day right now, bro.
He's still great.
That's why he's giving interviews, and after the game, he's talking about retirement now because it's somebody else's day. Even the greatest of the great can see that.
He not talking about retiring. They're asking him about retirement.
Yeah, but he responded to it.
Because guess what? It's amazing. It's a miracle.
It is.
That's someone I heard that almost 40, playing year 21 going to year 22 is doing what he's doing. He can still put up 40, give you 40 on a nightly. You know what I mean? He can still he averaged 25 on a nightly basis.
That's true, but me and you both know that Anthony Edwards will put him on that Summer Jam screen like he did John Collins.
I disagree, but guess what? We know LeBron doing it too. He do it all the time. He just you see him come down the court and put it on PG on Paul George off the transition. This Paul George we talking about.
I'm taking Anthony Edwards over LeBron, and I'm taking Nas Reed and Rudy Gobert over AD, and I'm talking about them together over AD, because you got the defense and you got the offensive player who can spread the floor. I'm taking Nas Reed behind the three-point line way before I'm taking AD back there.
Well, I'm gonna go. Of course, I'm going with the home team, but that ain't
Mike Conley, D'Lo.
That's not Mike Conley and D'Lo. That's not going.
Mike Conley for me.
Mike Conley, he ain't gonna do too much of nothing. We know he's not
They
like
both
D-Lo.
inconsistent, but I would trust Mike Conley in the playoffs before I'm trusting D'Lo. It's just real.
Yeah, he just like D-Lo.
No, he not just like D'Lo.
He just like D-Lo. He just said it.
Nah. I said they both inconsistent, but I'm taking Mike Conley as the orchestrator of the offense in the playoffs over D'Lo. LeBron, D'Lo is on the wing, just trying to draw a defender away and hopefully hit the three if Bron get it to him wide open. That's what D'Lo doing. Mike Conley is actually moving.
No, the D'Lo will hit the three in your face. You need to go back and check out them clips. You
talking about that 44-point game? You talking about one game?
No, I'm talking about multiple games. Let's go check him out. Crossover, create the space, shoot the three. He didn't been knocked over pulling a three.
I'm going to go back through our clips. You complain way more about D'Lo than you ever gave him props. So that's what I'm just saying. He might have a game like that, but I'm talking about consistency. The playoffs is about series. It ain't the national championship. You got to win 4 out of 7.
Look, and they're going to win the 4 out of 7. They might win just the 4, and that's it. They might not even beat it. Might not even the other team might not even get a chance to win nothing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When we come out to play in the final last year, look, we lost last year. We were stopped last year because we had some technicalities and we knew who one on was. But this year is different, and we seen it last year. Guess what?
What?
We even more deadly today because guess what? LeBron was injured last year. He had a foot injury. He had to take care of. So we went that far with LeBron on a foot injury. What you think this year he feeling better? What you think we gonna do this year?
That's why the Nuggets swept him.
That's what happened. That's you know what it was. You know what it was.
Come on, but it didn't seem too hurt when they was busting Memphis. When they was busting Memphis head, Bron seemed like he was hella spry. He was flying through there like young Bron. But then he get to Denver and his foot hurt.
That's what happened. He put too much. It was too much on it. It was too much on it.
All right, then AD take over the game. AD better than Joker, right? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, no, he not. You can't even say that with a straight face, man. It took you about 5 seconds, man. You had to think about it. You said, "Can I say this on?" Yeah, you did. You just said that, look, cuz.
Even though we know. Joker, he gonna give you a triple double on
almost every night.
On some nights,
2-time MVP.
You know,
Finals MVP.
When we know what AD got too. We ain't gotta say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
One championship, but LeBron was the Finals MVP.
We ain't got.
And I ain't gonna act like LeBron stole it from AD. In the bubble, when LeBron won that Finals MVP, he deserved it. AD didn't show up in the finals. Now, AD to me, he didn't show up in the finals the way he was showing up earlier in the playoffs to where he should. He was the best player for the Lakers in the whole playoffs, but LeBron took over the finals because AD looked like he had a little stage fright. The lights get brighter when you're on the final stage, man. You don't want to waste all that work you just did. LeBron was used to it. AD wasn't.
So let me ask you this question: Who did AD shoot that 3 over to win the game when he yelled out Kobe?
You're not talking about the finals though. That wasn't the finals. That was in the conference finals or the series before that. I know which game you're talking about.
No, we talking about championship. We talking about rings.
That wasn't against the Miami Heat though. They played the Miami Heat in the finals.
No, that was the Denver Nuggets.
That was the Nuggets. That's right. He did that over the Nuggets when he hollered Kobe. That's what I was saying. But he didn't show up for the finals to win the finals MVP is what I'm saying. He was the best player for the Lakers in that whole playoffs to me. AD was. But he didn't win the finals MVP over. It's like he got up there and he did good, but Bron had to do more.
Well, it took a team effort, and the fact that he hit the game winning over the Denver Nuggets over Jokic them to TV.
Young Jokic. The young Jokic.
It don't matter. Was it the Denver Nuggets or was it Jokic?
Hey, man, LeBron was getting his head beat in when he was young. He lost an NBA Finals in Cleveland early.
We not going to put an age bracket on this thing because guess what? We talking about old Bron. You know what I'm saying? You see how that go? You see how that go? So you can't do that. You can't do that with that. Like
I'm telling you that Joker is a puppy. AD is a number 1 overall pick that's been in the league for some years, and LeBron James is his teammate. Yeah, I expect him to hit a game winner over the Joker.
If you got it, you got it. Right? This is the same Joker who has a triple-double.
You right. Well, we sticking, man. We supposed to be talking about the Wolves, man. But you said, like you said, it ain't much of a game. Wolves bust their head, the Raptors 133-85 last night. Let's get on to our last one of the day, which is the Atlanta Hawks versus the Detroit Pistons. One team in the play-in, one team in the lottery, for sure. The Pistons lose again, 113, 121 to the Hawks. No DeJounte Murray last night. The Hawks still get the W. You think they resting DeJounte, maybe anticipating this play-in and that first round matchup with the Celtics?
It could be a chance. That they are, but I don't think it was no need to rest him against the Pistons. Honestly, I think he should have been out there playing against the Pistons if that's what it was.
Getting his laps in.
So getting his laps in. So maybe he tweaked some a little irritated, and they had to set him out just to be careful. You know what I mean? They didn't want another good player down.
For sure, could be. Yeah, well, I ain't gonna spend a lot of time on this. Detroit Pistons lose that one. Go ahead.
No, he played last night.
DeJounte, I don't see numbers for him.
Yeah, he had 24 points, 11 assists. He shot 2 from 8 from the 3-point line.
Okay, maybe I'm tripping.
10 for 21 from the field goal. He played.
Oh, he wasn't the leading scorer?
Nah, he put up 24, but the leading scorer was Johnson. He gave you 28 points.
Okay, he did play. I see him. D. Murray,
24,
11, and 4. Okay, yeah, he did. And 28 for Johnson, 26 for Hunter. Okay, I guess he was so far down the scoreline, I didn't think he played last night. Well, good win for the Hawks, man. They looking pretty decent going into their little play-in. Maybe they have a pretty good chance in the play-in. All right, and that is our lineup for the night. Got anything else for the day, DB?
Man, you know what? I don't right now. I don't. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go out, wait till tonight, see who play tonight, watch these games. Analyze, see what's going on. Yeah. I can't wait to see who take these L's tonight, who fall, right. And who survive.
You want people to lose. You say you can't wait to see who take the L's. You crazy.
That's right. That's what it boiled down to. Who take the L's, and guess what? Somebody got to walk away a winner.
That's right. Every time.
I need to see this.
That's right. All right, well, we are the Grindtime Morning Show.
Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.
All right, and this Baldhead and DB, we signing off for today, y'all. Peace.
You are listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.